Hello again, and welcome to another ZenootTV News Show with Nick Peters and Matt Chilton. The last news show of 2020, quite a tumultuous year. Matt, I just want to, before we get into the stories, it's been a tough 2020. What's your main takeaway from the year and the way manufacturing in the UK has coped?
Thanks, Nick. I agree, yes. What a year. No one would have predicted this when we started 2020. I think for me, it is the positive and resilient attitude that I've seen with everything that's gone on, and also the optimism I think that people now have for 2021. Whether it be Brexit challenges, whether it be coronavirus challenges, amongst other things, of course. I think for me, we've still managed and been able to cover some positive news on the ZenootTV News Show, big investment announcements. But I think for me, productivity has been the emerging focus that I've seen talking to manufacturers in the last 8 to 12 weeks, say. It's been productivity for 2021 is the focus point. So, and I think we've got evidence, the PMI survey and other surveys that other businesses have conducted is suggesting that, a commitment to investing in automation, robotics, digital technology to improve productivity. And obviously, we've recently had KUKA announce that they've had a record year for robot sales in the UK and Ireland this year. So I think that goes some way to show that manufacturers are focused on investing in new equipment and automation for their factories, but also, the digital technologies as well. So yeah, I think for me, that's my sort of focus for next year is manufacturers committed to improving productivity.
You'll be no doubt delighted to hear that we're both completely on the same page there. Let's get down to the news. British Volt, they had a false start when it came to building their gigafactory, but now they've made a decision.
They have absolutely made a decision, and the UK's first battery gigafactory will be in Northumberland. We obviously had this news late last week that total investment of £2.6 billion. Production will start in 2023. Work on the factory itself will start in the summer of next year. By the final phase of the project in 2027, there'll be 3,000 people working at that facility in Blyth, and a further 5,000 predicted to be supported within a wider supply chain. So that plant will be producing 300,000 lithium-ion batteries for the automotive sector once fully complete. So fantastic, obviously, for Northumberland. Of course, we obviously have to recognise that this was all sort of teed up for Bro-Tathan in Wales just a few months ago, as obviously we covered previously. So bit of a shame, obviously, for those in Wales, but obviously, yes, look, what great news that it's pushing ahead in Northumberland.
Yeah, I do hope that the people of Wales get some good news on the manufacturing front fairly soon. Let's stick with electric vehicles, because Volta Trucks, another old friend of ours, have got some new orders landing in their inbox.
They have indeed, yes. Volta Trucks has secured an order for 1,000 refrigerated versions of the Volta Zero from Petit Forestier. We're still expecting production to start in 2022 at a UK factory following field trials in 2021. These will be the obviously refrigerated version of the Volta Zero. So it goes to show that it's not just for your sort of final mile deliveries or your bulk logistics. These electric vehicle businesses are now looking at different ways, different bodies, and putting refrigeration units on these vehicles so that maximise the opportunities for electric commercial vehicles in future. So it'll be, I'm sure, another in a long line of announcements that we'll see next year and beyond as well. So pleased to see that we're finishing off the year as positively as we started with electric vehicles.
And finally, another indication of the way our lives are changing due to technology, thanks to technology. Plant and Bean, they make meat substitutes. They're going all in on a new factory.
Yes, that's right. Plant and Bean have announced that they will be opening Europe's largest plant-based production facility, be in Boston, in Lincolnshire. Obviously, the headline-grabbing part of this is, of course, that they're going to be opening Europe's largest plant-based manufacturing facility. But for me, there was another aspect to this around innovation and actually looking at the way that they extract protein and investing in technology and equipment to make that more productive so that they can increase capacity, but also trying to improve texture. So maybe, those of us that are, traditional meat eaters and like to eat meat, when seeking an alternative and, wanting to, do our bit for enjoying plant-based food, that they're also focused on, improving, I guess, user experience. Can we say that maybe? So I think that's, of course, it's a good news story. There's going to be a new factory, but also I think it's the commitment from the business to invest in the technology to improve the process, be more productive as well. So I'm sure there'll be more of this, the plant-based meat industry, in the next few years as the relentless growth of the sector continues.
Yeah, Matt, thank you very much indeed for that. All power to their elbow, all power to yours, and a very happy Christmas to all our viewers, and a brilliant 2021 to look forward to. 2020, as we were saying at the start of the programme, has been something of a bear to deal with for many of us, and the UK manufacturing sector has coped magnificently, so congratulations. Well done, everybody. Matt Chilton, thank you very much indeed for being with us. You too have a very happy Christmas and New Year. We'll see you all in 2021. From me, Nick Peters, and everybody at ZenootTV News, goodbye for now and Happy New Year.